Hey everybody, welcome to my very first Fat Man and His Food video blog. I'm Jay Starnes, your host. We've already started now cutting into a brisket that we're going to cook. We're actually going to smoke this brisket for about 16 hours. But the first thing we want to make sure we do is trim up the fat, but we're not going to throw that away. So we're going to trim it up to get it nice and lean, and then we'll leave our fat strip on the front side, but we're going to trim it up as well. So after trimming this fat, we got a little bit more to take off. I wanted to show you about how thick the fat can be. When we pull this front end off and cut it off, you got about a half, 3/4 inches worth of fat there. Now that's a hard fat, not a soft fat. So we want to take a good bit of that hard fat off of here and get it down to about 1/4 inch or so. And that way we can have a little bit of fat rendering through the meat. Gives a little extra flavor and stuff when we put our rub on top of that. So we'll just trim up some of this, just take it down, trim it through. You can see I'm not going to throw all that away. You can use it for extra things, but we're going to take some of this meat, some of that marbled fat in there, going to make some burnt ends out of it. Trim, we're going to start putting our rub on. I'm just using a rub made by Weber Grill. It's actually pretty good, especially with the beef and the fat. It renders out, has a little bit of sweetness in it, but once the smoky flavor gets in, we'll be good. We'll be smoking this one on an electric smoker, one that my father-in-law passed down to me. It's been a pretty good little smoker, so we're going to start that about 1 a.m. and smoke it through the night. And during the process of that smoking into tomorrow, we're actually going to take this and make some burnt ends out of the meat part of this, not all the fat. Brisket out. Our brisket's been in here for almost 16 hours. We got our smoked mac and cheese going. Our jalapenos are in there. And we got, right now, our brisket on the rack. Boom. There you go. We're going to set this up here, lock our door back, because we still got the poppers and the macaroni. So we're going to go in. We're going to let this rest. It's going to rest for probably an hour. Let enough for the moisture and the juices to stay in. We're ready to cut it. What I like to do first is cut off the end piece, just so I can check for it. Now we've already done our temperature and everything's right. This is fall apart, looks like a black lava rock, but I promise you, as you push in, you'll see that it's nice, firm, and moist. And it'll simply just pull apart. Nice little fat ring to the top. Here we are, taking our first bites of it. Here's everyone. Fall apart, bud. Looks good. Right where it's supposed to be. Check us out on the next one.
That's rootin' tootin' tasty.
Fat Man and His Food. Check us out.